If you ever wondered how I made Kirby attack you in my Super Smash Bros. Brawl level, I am not a very clever man. I just did this. Anyway, I hope I got your attention for my new tutorial. Today we are going to learn how to make a boss battle. A real one, not this crap. My intro, where's my intro? There it is. So let's say you have spent like 3 hours on this floor and you think, whoa, this is the most beautiful level I have ever made. Look at it, it's long, it's detailed, it's great, but it misses some challenge. So you work hours and then you finally create the best boss ever, but it doesn't really do anything. And you're like, hey, how can I make him move? And how do I turn this into a boss battle? So yeah, let's start. Let's explain how this boss is made. It's some decoration, but it's also an interactive ball. There's a density of 6, let's put that up to 10, so it's really heavy. And then he has some feet, density of 5, so that's pretty heavy as well. And the collision is 1. Now we are going to collect his legs to his body. Let's move it behind there, there we go. And I'd like to have a limit rotation on that. So let's say about this, just not too much possible movement. Let's see if that looks alright. It seems to look alright. I mean, he's wobbling around a bit, that's fine, but it doesn't really look unnatural. Okay, next thing we should probably do is add a health bar. Right, here we go. Now we've got the health bar. And then whenever I remove these parts, we got a bit of a smaller health bar. It seems to work. Let's animate it. Okay. I'm going to make this interactive collision 3. Interactive collision 3. And you guessed it, collision 3, interactive. Now I'm going to group this, and then only the blue parts are going to be interactive collision 3. There we go. Now what we can do now is go ahead and select all the green parts, move them, oh, hold on, I forgot to group this, there we go. Gonna move them all in front of the health bar. Is this not grouped as well? I'm messing up. Okay, there we go. And then connect this to Kirby. And I think that's when we are done. Place it on top of his head. And yeah, now it's going to move along with Kirby. That's pretty cool. We've got our health bar. Yeah, okay, that's done. Now we can add some points where his health is decreasing. Trigger action. Should all be set to change opacity. Change the opacity to 0, give it a small duration of like 0.2, that will probably look a bit better. 0.2, change the opacity 0.2. Okay, now let's place them in a row, and I think I have to place number 1 first and then number 2 second, seems to make sense. Okay, as you can see, there we go. The middle part is going away really fast, but that's okay. It seems to work. Now maybe it would be cool if we add a sound effect. So let's go ahead and select one. This sounds like a kind of smash, so that's a good sound effect. Okay, trigger 4 is triggered by other triggers, so it needs to be set to 5. And repeat whenever. I think trigger type is 2. Let's see if that works. Yeah, that seems to work. So that's how you kill him. Okay, next thing we need to do is decide what is going to happen when you kill Kirby. Let's make another sound effect. That only triggers when you kill Kirby, which is trigger 3. Trigger 3 is now equal to killing Kirby. Keep that in mind. Probably something like an explosion. Oh, this is a cool one. Alright. Okay, that's nice. Let's copy this and break the group. Now we need to get rid of his eyes. And make some new ones to indicate that he's actually dead and not just acting. Do you guys like the sound of my neighborhood? I heard a bird and I heard a motorcycle. Very, very cool and all stuff. Okay. He shouldn't look really happy, so let's remove his mouth. There we go. Okay, this looks like a really dead Kirby. And we are going to change his collision to 3 so that you can pass him. And place it on top of our current Kirby and turn down the opacity. And trigger 3 turns this Kirby invisible because we don't want to see an alive Kirby at that moment. We want to see that one, so trigger 3 change the opacity of the dead Kirby to 100. For now I'm going to move the opacity up to test and down again. Okay, let's see if it works. Nice! Nice! Maybe we just need to select delete self and then just place Kirby on an collision of 2 so that he's not going to collide with a character but still rolls on the floor. The health bar is going to drop as well, but that's no problem, I think. Oh, that looks interesting, at least. Is there another collision? Collides only with fixed shapes and other shapes with collision set to this value. That looks like the one we need. Whoops. Yeah, that's definitely what we need. Collision 6, right there. There we go. So 1 hit, 2 hits, 3 hits, and he's dead. Very cool. Now let's say that I hit him once, and then the other hits are still behind him. What would happen? See, he's still alive, nothing going on. And then we're gonna jump over him, 2nd hit, 3rd hit. Okay, now we need a way to actually make it look like we're hitting him. So we are going to place the trigger in front of his face. And do that here as well. And here. Okay, now we're going to move trigger 1 to Kirby. We selected the front guy, but that's okay because no, wait, actually that's not that okay. Let's not do that. Okay, I'm going to move this away and then select trigger 1, add new target, targeted Kirby. Trigger 1 action, apply impulse. And let's see if this impulse is actually going into the right direction. Move back his face. There we go. Looks good. We can do a better impulse probably. Okay, he rotated a bit. That looks better. Okay, maybe we should give him a fixed angle. I don't know if that looks, if that's gonna work. Yeah, that seems to work. Now let's see where he's landing. He's right here now. Okay, that's right there. So the trigger needs to be here, second trigger. That looks really cool. So let's give him another impulse. Same values. 10 minus 10. That seems to work good enough. Apply impulse 10 minus 10. Cool. Okay, let's move everything back a bit to give this some space. Okay, let's see where he's at now. If you're wondering how I make these red things, I'm pressing the F button. Okay, let's move his face back. Where is it? It's right here. And there we go. Boom! Boom! And that. That looks very cool because his head keeps rolling forward. Awesome. Okay, so now that we did that, what do we do now? Maybe we should include some danger in this situation. I love you, Kirby, you're my best friend. I won.